All right, guys, so we're really excited to be able to do this 24-hour push to Emerald. Now, the reason that it's 24 hours, you guys, is that you don't need more than really an hour to achieve Emerald. And I know that for me, and you'll hear a little bit about how I hit it and how Allison hit it, a lot of us make this goal a lot harder than it needs to be, okay? And we're like, oh, I could never achieve Emerald. Yes, you can. It's a decision. Emerald is a decision to get serious about your business. So Allison and I are going to go through just some details of coaching, what it takes to get there, and the importance of it, and how Allison's achieved it, and how I've achieved it, and then some actionable tips for you to apply this week, you guys. Because if you're serious about your business, you're going to do it. You're going to go all in and say, okay, this is the time that I finally need to put both my feet down in the sand and say, this is game on. Okay, I'm going to make this a serious goal that I'm going to go for. But first, before I get into my details, I'm going to hand it over to Allison. Allison, I muted you, so you'll want to unmute yourself, and we'll talk about what it takes to get to Emerald.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? I think
yes. Yes.
I always start every call by just apologizing because I have 3 crazy dogs and I no longer have an office that I can lock myself away from them. So if you guys hear like grumbling in the background, I'm sorry. It's just our dogs. Anyways, like Meg said, it is a decision to get to Emerald. So if you don't know what that is yet, it is you plus 2. It's the first official rank that you can achieve in this business. So it's nothing crazy. It's nothing out of reach. It's a decision and it's a commitment. So what I mean by you plus 2 is yourself and then either a best friend or family member. We always like to emphasize that it doesn't necessarily have to be working coaches in the beginning. So you might not be finding your runners right now. You might not be finding the people that are going to run with you in this business, but this is a stepping stone if you're serious about building your business and serious about building your income. So you're looking for 2 people that are basically supportive of you and that love you and that trust you. So, how I did it was honestly like my best friend enrolled without me even knowing. And Meg was basically like, hey, you need to be Emerald. And at that time, we were running 7-day push to Emerald groups, which is kind of crazy now because like Meg said, you just need an hour. And I got in that group and we went over all the information and I was like, oh, okay, so I can just like sign somebody else up, but I'm already at that point. So what I did was I talked to my mom because she was my #1 supporter at the time. And a lot of people that can be different. It can be a spouse. Like I didn't have a spouse at that time. It can be an aunt, an uncle, a cousin. It doesn't have to be your mom, okay? But obviously like our moms usually love us and support us. So it was really easy for me to get her on board. So like I said, they don't have to necessarily be working, but you can also think of people that you want to be healthy. So for me, I started doing Shakeology and I started doing these workouts and it was kind of a no-brainer to get my family involved because I wanted that for them. So I wasn't raised to eat healthy. I wasn't raised with a lot of knowledge in nutrition, and that came from my parents. No offense to them, but they didn't really know anything. So to have them on Shakeology, even if they were still kind of eating crappy, like that was at least something that I knew they were getting, and now my whole family is on it. Like not a single person in my family does not drink Shakeology. So it's easy, you guys. I want you guys to just like think about that. Like take out the fear of it. It is easy to find 2 people that you trust and that you love. Okay. I'm going to pass it back to Meg and she can go over how she got there, but that's my story.
Hey guys. So, okay. Some of you guys probably don't know me and others you might know me, but I'm like the oldest coach on our team because I'm like the mama bear, okay? And I signed up back in 2009 and I signed up strictly for the discount, you guys. And when I first heard about Emerald, I literally could not wrap my head around it. And maybe you feel like that, right? Like you're like, I don't get it. Like a left and a right leg. Like I just don't understand. And that's okay, you guys. You're going to learn as you go. But just trust Allison and I that it's the first stepping stone. And you want to get there as soon as you possibly can. Okay? As soon as you possibly can. So for me, I dragged my feet. And my coach kept telling me that this was the first stepping stone. And I was that coach that was like, I still just don't get it. So I'm not even going to take the time to do it. And it took me 7 months. 7 months to actually understand how to get to Emerald, you guys. And want to know who my first coach was? My mom. My mom, just like Allison, I didn't have a spouse. I didn't have a boyfriend I was dating at the time. I didn't even have a best friend that wanted to sign up with me. They were like, Meg, I want nothing to do with coaching. I want nothing to do with Beachbody. And so I turned to my mom, who had started a drink Shakeology with me, and she would do anything for me. And she's like, okay, I'm not even going to ask questions. Here's my social security number. You can sign me up. I'll drink Shakeology and I'll be a discount coach for you. So she's always like, okay, that was your first customer, because she was, you guys. And I finally had, the guts to invite someone on social media. And this is what I wouldn't suggest doing, you guys. I was waiting to find another coach before I signed up my mom. Okay. Like I was like, I feel like I need at least one working coach. And so I was dragging my feet. And then finally someone from Twitter. Okay, I don't even go on Twitter anymore. So this is how long ago it was, you guys. She said she wanted to sign up as a coach. She signed up. A week later, she quit, you guys. So I went Emerald, and then I was about to drop my Emerald, and I was like, hey, Dad, you're going to sign up as a coach too. So my two coaches were my mom and my dad, you guys. And my dad wouldn't even touch Shakeology. He was like, I will help you out, Meg, but I'm not touching Shakeology. Now he drinks it. It took me a while to kind of get him set up with it. But you guys, if you have parents that are like, I want nothing to do with the products, there's a way that you can have it signed over where they're U+2. Okay, this is all details that you can ask your coach or ask Allison or I. But it can be under the U+2. You pay for their business fees. You pay for, whatever kind of product they want, unless they want to pay for it. And you can use it as kind of another business center for you. Okay, so there is a way. That's what I did with my dad. So it took me way too long, you guys. Don't wait that long, okay? Because there's, between the how much team cycle bonus you could be getting between Emerald and the rollover points. When you're not an Emerald coach, you're losing those rollover points, okay? So let's go over the importance, you guys. The importance of becoming an Emerald coach. Not only is it really cool to say that you became an Emerald coach, and I know like Rachel Peterson does some really cool tank tops for her team when they hit Emerald. I know Allison does something for her team. I do something little for mine every once in a while, not every time, when they achieve Emerald. And so you want to make sure you talk to your upline about what those things are, like a tank top or a gift card or just recognition that your coach is going to do for you in order to hit Emerald, okay? You also start, like I said, benefiting from the team cycle bonus. And I kind of touched base on it, you guys, but we have a left and a right leg. Okay, just like a human, you have a left and a right leg. And when you are signing up coaches and you're bringing in customers, Allison's laughing at me, but it's true. We have a right and a left leg as a human. You're never going to forget it, right? But you're building up volume points in your right and your left leg as you're building a team, okay? And as your coach is building a team. Now, I'm not going to get into all those details, but just know when you are not an active coach, you guys, every week when it's Thursday payday, those points disappear. Okay, so you are not banking points at all. When you're an Emerald active coach, you start banking up those points. They continue to stay in your account until you're able to cycle once. Okay, I mean, I get text messages from some of my new coaches who are Emerald coaches that are like, I just team cycled for the first time. As an Emerald coach, you guys, that's $14. Now, if you're like, what the heck is team cycle bonus? When you hop off this, Google or YouTube, Team Cycle Bonus Beachbody. There's a video by Michael Niemand that explains exactly how to earn the Team Cycle Bonus. And that is the stronger way to earn money out of the two ways with Beachbody. You can have customers and you can have the Team Cycle Bonus, you guys. So if you're just focusing on the customer, you're only doing the weaker of the two. Okay, the weaker of the two. You also have a chance to get free customer leads from Beachbody every month as an Emerald coach. So basically when someone goes onto the infomercials for Team Beachbody or a Facebook ad, like Beachbody is doing all of this marketing all the time for us, you guys. So when people go to Beachbody, they actually get sent to Emerald and higher coaches. And they don't say, oh, Meg's a superstar diamond coach, so we're going to give her more customers. Or Allison's a diamond coach, so we're going to give her more customers. They literally go from Emerald up, and then it rolls over, and then Emerald up. Okay, so it keeps going around this customer lead wheel, you guys. You also have a chance when you hit Success Club 10, which you should all be going for. That's just helping 5 people get started on their journey with you every single month. You can get home direct orders. It is always a nice surprise when you hop in your office and you see 2 Success Club points from someone that you're like, I don't know who this person is, but now I have a chance to reach out to them and help them and get them into my challenge group, and I didn't have to go out and find them. Beachbody gave it to me. And you get that commission, you guys. You get the commission from their order every single month. Like I said before, recognition from your upline. And in order to start understanding this business, you guys, without getting yourself overwhelmed, you just want to think of it as 2 coaches at a time. I'm going to bring 2 coaches in at a time, okay? And the last thing, you guys, is that during this, a lot of you guys, actually all of you guys, got invited into this push to Emerald because we're doing our Dream Decide Diamond. And your upline coach is a part of that training, okay? And for 4 weeks as a team, we are pushing hard and we're like, what can we achieve as a team in August of 2018? And if you achieve Emerald, you are helping your team. Not only are you hitting your goals, but you're helping your team get closer to hitting their goals, okay? Think about the impact, you guys. It's not just you. It's a team effort. All right, Allison, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Let me just unmute myself here. My husband is really distracting right now. Okay, so let's talk about some actionable tips on how you can actually do this. So before I even get into that, I want you guys to take the number that you already have of coaches out of your head. Okay, so like if you already have 4 coaches or 5 coaches or 6 coaches, it doesn't matter. The goal of this training is to add 2 coaches, okay? So even if you're already Emerald, even if you're our made up rank of cubic zirconia, it doesn't matter. All of us are trying to go Emerald again by tomorrow. And by doing this, by duplicating this process, you guys are going to hit diamond, and then you're going to hit star diamond, and you're going to just keep going. And you're going to be able to show your coaches how to do it, because it's all about duplication, and it's all about like rinse, repeat, and doing it over and over. So before I even get into the tips, I just wanted to address on that, because I would probably do this. I'd be like, oh yeah, I already have 1 coach, so I just need to get 1 more. But that's not the goal. The goal is 2 coaches. And like Meg said, we always add 2 coaches at a time, and that will keep you solid. Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? My husband is making a lot of noise in the background. What he just did, but he scared the crap out of one of our dogs. Real life. Anyway, so if you guys have a spouse, or if you have a significant other, a fiance, somebody that you are partnered with, get them enrolled. Okay, they do not have to be supportive of the business. And I don't want to like start any marital fights, but even if they don't believe in you in this business, if they don't see the income yet, they need to trust you, and they need to be okay with it, really. Like, you need to do whatever it takes to get them okay with it, to get them to understand that you are moving this business forward, and to get them to see that it's necessary for them to sign up. So not only does signing your spouse up help you get to Emerald, it is an additional source of income, okay? So now you not only have your own business, you also have your spouse's business center. So just speaking from experience, like I'm currently working on building my husband and my mom. That is 3 businesses generating income. So it's tripled. And like Rachel said, yeah, her husband likes paychecks. Mine does too. We went and bought a car. He's like, yeah, well, did you put my Beachbody income down? I was like, we can put your $100 down. But regardless, it's multiple sources of income. So it's not just one, it's you and another, or if you sign up a mom or parent too, then it becomes 3 sources of income for you. So let me see. Meg, I'm reading through your actionable tips. I hope that's okay. I just want to make sure I check on everything here. So spouse first, then go to your family. Go to your mom or your dad, or if you're lucky enough to be blessed with siblings, go to them. I personally don't have siblings, so that wasn't an option for me in the beginning, but I am banking off of my husband's siblings currently, okay? Like pretty much every single one of them is enrolled, and his mom is enrolled. Like your family is there to support you, and even if they don't understand it, just say, hey, I'm going for this thing, and I just really need the help right now. keep in mind too that they don't have to be permanent coaches on your team. Obviously, like you might want them to build eventually, but if they're not okay with it right away, or if they don't quite understand, just be like, hey, I just need this right now. I need this to help me get to this point, and then we can go from there. Like if they need you to cancel them later. That's fine. I wouldn't recommend that, but if they need a little like push, or they need that guarantee that they're not locked into something for life, you can say that to them. Okay, so family or spouse first, or significant other, family, then you move to your friends. So when I hit Emerald, my best friend was just following along with me, and then she signed up without me even knowing. Thank goodness she even got enrolled under me. But if you have those close friends in your life that are hardworking, that are positive, you can just say, hey, I'm going on this journey. I want you to come along with me. Okay, they might not be working right away, but they can at least get the benefit of working out with you and doing something fun and new with you. Like that's a pretty cool thing to do with other people. So that's kind of easy too. You can talk to them the same way that you would talk to your family or your or family or spouse. Next, I want to see, let me just read through this real quick. Sorry guys, I am like a total note person. Otherwise I get really off track. Here's another thought too. If you guys have an HD order other than Shakeology, think about the orders that you have on your account right now. And those are potential coaches. Like those are people that you know could be putting those orders through their account rather than having 3 on yours. You could have 1 on yours, 1 on your spouse's, 1 on a parent, 1 on a best friend, 1 on a sibling. That's a bunch of coaches, and they're already generating volume because you're already using the product, so you might as well open them up as a coach. And then I know some people do this a little bit differently. I haven't had my checks going into my mom's account, especially because I'm like really building her account right now. But I know that some people let their parents or let their family benefit from that income. When they start team cycling, they let them benefit from that. So that's kind of it's like another talking point for you guys. Okay, that's all I want to say. I think I touched on all the points. So I'm going to pass it back to Meg, and she is going to tell you exactly what to do to get to Emerald by tomorrow.
Yes, perfect points, you guys. And I think it's really, like I said at the beginning, important for you guys to not overwhelm yourself. Like I know we just threw so much information at you guys in 16 minutes or something. Go ask Allison. It was really quick, but you guys take a deep breath and know that you can do this, okay? You can do this. You have to make the decision and say, okay, I'm all in. I'm serious about this business. I don't know what I'm doing, but I trust that this is the first step, because you guys, you cannot go to a 6-figure business or a 7-figure or whatever you want to achieve, paying off debt, doing all this stuff without getting to Emerald, okay? Like that's the first stepping stone. And then you have to continue to move forward. So you can't skip over Emerald, okay? I have never talked to someone who said, I went diamond in a day, okay? Like you have to go to Emerald. So actionable steps to do in 24 hours, you guys. So tonight, it's Monday, okay? We expect, okay, if you're serious about your business, that you're going to have this done by tomorrow night. So Tuesday night, you guys, you can do it. You can do it. The first is that you need to be an active coach. Okay, so active means that you have at least 50 personal volume points underneath your name. Now, if you're like, Meg, I cannot afford Shakeology. That's okay. Buy a box of Beach Bars. Okay, Beach Bars, I believe, right, Allison? I think 1 or 2 boxes, you can put it in the comments, gets you 50 PVs. Recovery gets you active with 52 PVs. There's so many different things in your account that are just 52 PVs. In order to benefit from like the home direct customers, when you hit Success Club and that sort of thing, you have to have 90 PVs, but you can work your way up to that, okay? So you need to be an active coach with 50 personal volume points under your account. The next is sign up a coach on your left leg, okay? So on your left leg, put your spouse or your significant other or your mom. My mom was on my left leg, okay? And then after that, you're gonna sign up another coach on your right leg. And that's it, you guys. And those 2 coaches, they also need to be active, just like you, with 50 or more personal volume points. One of the things that I did as a brand new coach, like I said, my mom was on Shakeology Home Direct. I was on Shakeology Home Direct, even though I really couldn't afford it at the time. And then my dad, I would have a customer order through my dad every 5 weeks, and I let my dad keep that money, okay? Like Allison said, whenever I have family members sign up, they benefit from whatever I do. It's just kind of like what I've done. But it's totally your choice. You just have to make sure you do it legal, where you have them signed over, where you have control over their business center. Super simple form in your Coach Online office, okay? Now, to finish it up, you guys, we want you guys, so tonight it's Monday at almost 9 p.m. EST. We want you guys to message Allison and I. That sounded like a 10-link thing right there. She doesn't put an and in between. Allison and I. Okay, you're going to message us on Facebook. And I know that's scary, you guys, but just, actually, I don't know if you'll be able to, you can message us if you're not friends. But Meg Kozlowski and Allison Clark, okay, you're going to message us, even if you're not one of our PS coaches, and you're going to give us the 2 names of the people that you are going to sign up in 24 hours, you guys. We want to see who's serious about this goal, you guys. There's 40 people on here. Like, holy moly, that's amazing, you guys. But 40 people on here. So we expect to have 40 new emeralds by Wednesday morning? That's amazing, you guys. Now, it will not show in your account until Thursday morning, but just think of how cool it's going to feel, because I know you guys check into your office. So check into your office and see a different rank. I know when I first signed up and became an emerald 7 months later, I remember waking up like super early that day and seeing my account change over from coach to emerald status, and I did a crazy happy dance. Yes, it was my mom and some girl on Twitter that quit a week later, but I was like, oh my gosh, my business is moving forward, you guys. It's moving forward, and I made my first $50 check, and then it went back to zeros, okay? And then, I was able to continue up with that momentum. So, guys, just do it. Just get serious about it and say, you know what, it's August 2018 and it's game on. Allison, anything else that you want to say?
I think that's it, actually. Yeah, I expect to see 40 messages in my inbox and wake up early with all those messages. I'm going to be like, oh my God.
Yay,
So like Meg said, it's a decision. It's a commitment. This is the first step. And I don't think we touch on this quite enough. I was just going to say the recognition is amazing because 1, it makes you feel really good, but 2, it also gives you credibility in your business. So all of the people that are watching you right now, when they see your coach shout you out for hitting emerald, they're like, oh, she's actually serious about that. I'm going to probably join her now because she's legit. She's not just messing around on Facebook anymore. So I just wanted to say that real quick because I don't think we quite touched on that part, but build credibility as a coach when you start hitting these ranks and when you start taking your business seriously. So I think that's it. 40 messages in both of our inboxes. I put the spelling in the chat if you guys need it. So
yes, because I have a little bit of a hard name. I'm sorry, guys. So make sure you message us, and we're excited to see you guys grow your business. Thank you for hopping on. I did record this, so I'll make sure I upload it to YouTube tonight, get it sent over to you guys. Let's do this, you guys. Let's do the dang thing. All right. Bye, guys.